Welcome back to my channel, and if you're here for the first time, hi, how you doing? We're gonna work out in a couple minutes, but first we're gonna chat. You can call me Jay. Just a reintroduction, real quick. My channel is my bodybuilding slash weightlifting journey, where I'm cutting, I'm bulking, I'm doing all that kind of stuff, and talking about self improvement and just trying to help you guys out as much as I can along the way, and things that I've learned through my life and on my journey. So that's what the channel is about. I'm trying to do my best to become a better YouTuber. I just didn't want this channel to just become something that's just like, look at me bulk, look at me cut. I want to be more authentic and more myself, and just practice speaking to this camera more, because I've learned that it never gets any easier to just sit here and talk to this camera. It always feels a little bit weird. You always feel a little bit like, oh, what do I have to say? I don't have anything to say. Or you feel like you have so much to talk about until the camera comes on. And that's how it feels with me. So I'm making a huge effort to just be better on here with that. I wanted to kind of talk about body dysmorphia with men, right? I feel like it took me a long time to admit that I had extreme, I wouldn't say extreme, but I had pretty bad body dysmorphia. There was a lot of times that if I could at least pinch just a little teeny bit of fat, I would feel just like in my gut, like I'd be like, oh God, like this sucks, like, I'm fat. And it's a real issue. I don't think people talk about it as much with men as they do with women, or at least I just haven't, seen a lot of conversations where, men talk about their body dysmorphia. And I've had that for a long time. And it's not really bad anymore, but even now, a lot of people will come up to me and they tell me, bro, like I'll be in the gym and they'll be like, oh, bro, you have like probably one of the best physiques in this gym. And I'll be at home looking at myself in the mirror like, damn, I can't wait until I get a little bit bigger. I can't wait until like I drop the rest of this body fat. Like, yeah, I'll be happy after my pump checks and stuff like that. But I think a lot of the times when you're not pumped up and you're not in the gym and you're just looking at your regular body, like without having lifted, you kind of get this like weird feeling like, dang, like I want to look like my pumped up body all the time, when in reality you already look great. Like I was walking in my kitchen, I didn't have a shirt on one day, and like my mother-in-law was like, Joel, you've done such a great job with your body and you're working out. And I was like, oh, thank you. Like, and it made me feel really, really good to hear that. And it just got me thinking to myself, like, you don't tell yourself that enough, right? We got to get used to telling ourselves good things as a man. Because, like, a lot of the times it's like this journey of self-improvement and you want to be better all the time. And, like, what ends up happening is that, like, it's just not enough. You get to a goal and then you're already on to the next goal and it's just not enough. You're like, oh, well, I look good now, but wait until no, man. And this is what I was talking about in my other video. If you haven't seen the video, 10 to 15 things that I've learned, well, I've 10 to 15 years worth of learning that I teach you guys in 5 minutes, then go watch that video. But I basically talk about one of the most important things on your journey is just loving yourself. And loving yourself is probably the most important thing on your journey. Like, you got to like be able to tell yourself things that other people would tell you that you're waiting for. You can't just wait for everybody to tell you how good you look, or wait for everybody to tell you that you're doing a good job. It's like when you're at a job and no one tells you every day that, you know, you're doing good. So you kind of start to feel underappreciated. And a lot of the times, like, people do think that you look great and that you are doing a great job. And you don't need to always hear that stuff. You know, I felt like for a long time that I literally had to hear that in order to feel like I am doing something good. And that was because I didn't really love myself, or didn't think I deserved, you know, to give myself praise, because, you know, I haven't achieved this level of, you know, my goals yet. Like, I've got up one level, but I need to get up 3 levels. And what ends up happening is that you never give yourself any props. I think it's really important as a man to acknowledge where you are at, acknowledge your hard work, acknowledge that just you being great, and feed off of that. You know, and I'm not talking about, like, you know, just some insanely ego driven, like, conceited type of vibe where you're like, well, I'm the best, and, you know, no one needs to tell me because I'm just the fucking greatest. Like, that's not the case. Like, you know, just wake up in the morning and be like, you know, last week was awesome. I did a great job, and this week I'm gonna try to do better. But you know what? Like, if I died today, like, I know for a fact that I'm proud of myself. You know, you got to be proud of yourself and proud of your accomplishments. And if you can't be proud of yourself, then you have to assess why not. Is it because I'm not working hard? Is it because I'm not doing anything? Because, you know, there is an aspect of, like, you should love yourself always, but always be able to look inside and be honest with yourself as to whether you could have done more. Whether it's in working out, whether it's, like, at your job, whether it's even in a freaking video game, man. Like, you know, I noticed the other day with my games, right? I love playing games, RPGs, cool games. I'm playing Ghost of Yote right now. That game is great. But I noticed, I went into my library for my games, and I was like, wow, I always buy these new games. I play it for 2 days, and then I stop playing it, and then eventually I start watching videos on people playing it, and then I buy a new game when it comes out. And I have all these great games in my little game library, and I'm like, this is the unfinished shit. Like, that plays into, like, starting things and just not finishing them. And I know that, like, it's a video game. Like, if you're doing more things in your life and you're too busy to play them, you know, yeah, whatever. You know, you're being productive, and I feel like I'm being productive. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, I love playing these games. I know how to be productive and play games. I've never been one to let video games consume my life. You know, there's nothing wrong with, like, playing every day or playing every other day or whatever for a little while, as long as you're being productive with your life and you don't let it take you over. But, like, I don't let it take over my life. And I was like, you know, why am I not playing my games and doing the things that I like to do to have fun in my downtime? Every second of every hour of every day does not need to be self-improvement. You have to be still at some point. And I know a video game is not nothing, but it's not the self-improvement journey where you're always thinking about the next step and judging yourself based on the things you've done and figuring out how you could do better, and, you know, where you're in your head about everything. You know, some downtime where you're doing something just like you're relaxed. Because I get relaxed when I'm playing video games. I'm chill. I'm trying to, you know, get new armor, do this kind of stuff. It's fun for me. And in that time, I can sit down and reflect and just be relaxed. It's something that I want to do that doesn't require, you know, harsh judgment of myself. But in turn, you play these. I didn't play these games very often, and I was like, I have to stop leaving this unfinished. I'm getting games, I'm not finishing them, and I feel like that ties into the things that I did. You know, the guy that I was before, where I would start things and I don't finish them. And so I made it my point to play Ghost of Yote. And a lot of the times when I'm playing a game, sometimes I'll like start feeling weird when I start progressing in the game, because I start feeling like I'm spending too much time doing it or whatever. And I told myself, you know what, you got to be able to just have some fun and finish something that you started. So finish this game before you get another one, because like when you finish anything, there's a feeling of accomplishment that like you can't get from anything other than finishing something that you started. And you need to live in that feeling as much as you can so that you can continue to be productive in every other aspect of your life. For sure. Anyways, I'm at the store right now. I'm gonna get my pre-workout fucking cereal bar, and then I'll see you guys in the gym. All right, guys. So I know I said that today is back and bicep. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Today's back and bicep, but we're gonna start out with some single leg curls, lying, and yeah, just so I can get some extra hamstring work during the week to bring up my hamstring as much as my quads. My quads have been growing a lot, but my hamstrings have not been growing as much. So well, that was shit. Now we're gonna do 3 sets of 12. The lying leg curls felt like a disaster, but I made it happen. Alright guys, I have to shut the hell up for a little bit because I needed to lock in. Today is not feeling, I mean it's Monday, I'm on the cut. It's Monday, I'm on the cut. And you know, I'm not as strong as I was, so it definitely starting to feel, I'm starting to feel weak. But it's not a bad thing. Just gotta come in and focus and push harder. Okay. All right. Damn. Super happy with where I'm at. We're gonna do another. Okay. Super stoked. This week, I'm hoping that my calories get lower by my coach. So, because I've been at the same weight for the past like 4 days, 210. So, I'm definitely feeling like a calorie adjustment is needed to start getting rid of the rest of this body fat so I can make this mini cut worth it. Anyways, I'm not going to do another pump check. We're going to go ahead and we're not going to do another pump check. We're just going to go finish off arms get some cardio, and get out of here. All right, guys. Now I can talk again because arms is arms. Doesn't fucking matter. I don't need to lock in like that for arms. But back, if I feel like I'm just throwing myself off by fucking talking to the camera, talking to people, then I'm just gonna shut up and just fucking hit my workout. Because the most important part of this day to me is getting the workout done successfully. You know, I want to get my content, but like, you know. But anyways, we're just gonna finish off with arms, and then we're good for today. Then we're gonna do some fucking, some cardio. Damn. Guys, that don't feel good on my damn my tendon in my forearm. That sucks, but we're gonna improvise. We're gonna just do some easy bar curls instead. These are a little bit easier on it, but still get a good workout. Oh shit. Oh. Whew. All right, guys, my camera is about to die. That was an awkward Monday for you, but hey, it is what it is. I showed up, and that's all that matters. So I hope that everybody else has a fantastic week. Thank you for watching my channel, and lots more to come here. Never give up on yourself, never surrender. And I'll see you in the next one.